Ready?
Sumana. Suma. Suma. Suma.
नचदी फिरूं टपदी फिरूं गीली मैं नपदी फिरूं
One is so Suman, you know, like I feel she kind of stands out because of her personality. Like she's so, you know, and I think when she's in a good mood, like she has been since the past few days, so she has been distributing chunks of her happiness here and there. ऐसा waterfall का जैसा निकल रहा है. So I think I have been very happy about this for her, and I hope कि, you know, just like this, she continues living the best of her life and having so much fun and making good friends and all that stuff. So
सुमन इज सो जेन्युइन. उससे ज़्यादा जेन्युइन इंसान मैंने लाइफ में नहीं देखा. जो उसके दिल में है वो उसकी ज़ुबान पे है. और जिस तरीके से शी लिसन्स टू यू, शी रिस्पॉन्ड्स टू यू, it is like she has so much to give, so much of love to give, so much of space to give, that she attends to you in a whole totality, and you feel heard. So that is her, genuine and loving.
The first time I met Suman was at the Psych Journal Club by Anshita Singh, and I think the first time I was on that club was she was presenting, and I think it made me realize that even though she's a complete stranger, that she's very hardworking, she's very sincere, and she's very, this is all academic stuff, but it says a lot about a person. So yeah, and we had a lot of nice conversations on the club. And this one time, I think we stayed back, and it was me, her, Anshita, and like somebody else. And it was just a nice conversation in the middle of pandemic. And yeah, really glad that transformed into something more real and in person.
So when was the first time you met Suman?
In the first few days, like when we met for the first time, so she was explaining, I told her like I'm not able to like sleep properly and I just came here. So she was telling me about how we can stimulate all of our five senses before going to sleep. So she told us about her magic book which emits light. She told us about how she has some concussion of something, and we were just joking, you know, like we can add honey and jeera and maybe this and that over there. And then she told us how she also uses something to stimulate her other senses before going to sleep. So that was, I think, like the proper group conversation I've had with her. It was really fun. And then this second time, Suman, so it was like on my first day of posting. So this is one of the most memorable incidents in Manipal for me. So what happened is that it was my first day of posting, me, Joe and Pravina, and we didn't get cases. And Sebastian sir, he saw us sitting there and he came and scolded us for not actually having any case. So it was my first day. My parents had just left the day before. I was feeling a bit low. So she comes, I came to the mess and she was like, we know, they were like, we came to know what happened and it's not your fault. And then we went for a walk towards Coin Circle, I remember. So Papu and Suman walking ahead. Then I also had the picture of them walking. And then they had, I think, that Faluda thing and everything. Just very nice. I didn't have, but we went for a walk as a class. And after coming back, I remember Suman told me like, what do you want? Like in Butterfly Cafe, it's my treat. So she fed me with virgin mojito, and that was like really sweet. For the first time, I think I realized like I can feel at home in Manipal maybe. So that's our Suman.
The first time I met Suman
was in her room, and she was just giving us like an idea of how Manipal is gonna be, and she gave us a budget for our first shopping, and I was fucking scared because I was like, okay, I don't even have enough money in my account to buy all this stuff, and then me and Ashley were like, okay, we'll do this, we'll split or some shit, and then we went, and then we came out with it. It does not match, and we were like fucking relieved, and I remember someone bought like curtains and I don't know, color pencils, and there was a huge list. And yeah, what the fuck, Suman? Like, go. It was like, I don't even remember, 20K. She was like, yeah, you need this much money. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna take my ATM card, you take yours. It didn't even confused to that.
So this one time when all of us were in the room, we watched this movie of Charlie, and I kind of really like how even though we were enjoying it and we have definitely watched the movie like a million times, she still wanted all of us to shush and kept rewinding the movie so that she can very clearly listen and be in the moment when those people were saying the dialogue and stuff. And I like how she was paying so much attention to each and every freaking word they were saying, and I found that really nice and really cute. So
This one time, me and Suman, in the beginning, I think, we were doing exercise together, and it was like literally the first time we've been interacting like, properly. And we were doing jumping jacks, and I was kind of getting out of breath, and I think she noticed that, but I was like trying to hold on. So she noticed, and like we slowed it down a bit, and that's when I got to know that she's a fitness freak, and it was nice. So if in any kind of activity that we're gonna do, she kind of includes some kind of physical activity in it. And this another time in class, I think we were free and we kind of did box jump on the ramp there, and it was fun. It's always fun with Suman.
So this one time, Suman assisted me to complete a dare and shout, "I love Jyotsna." And that day I realized how courageous and unapologetic you are. And I love the fact that you don't think what people might think about you, and you are so free. So to conclude, I'd just like to say one thing, and that is, I love Suman.
Suman is someone who is so full of life, full of energy, and so enthusiastic about the little things in life, and I really admire that in her. And it makes my heart really happy to see you this happy, and I hope that this zest continues to stay the same.
Suman is someone whom I love teasing. So it's really fun to see her get annoyed with whatever little antics that she does. She has a lot of nakhre, she has a lot of demands. So when I see her, I get this sibling energy sometimes, and it's so fun. I enjoy it wholeheartedly. But on a serious note, she is someone from whom you can expect honesty most of the time, all the time. So she's a really sweet person to be around. She's comforting. She's lovely. Love you so much.
बस्ती में ये इतड़ी से मुड़ अदा से उड़ कर ले पूरी दिल की तमन्ना हवा से जुड़ अदा से उड़ फुर 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 तू वही रपना रे मसक्कली उड़ मटक्कली मसक्कली उड़ मटक्कली बादल की कॉलोनी दिखला दे ठेंगा इन सबको